Hello there. Didn't see you. Come in. Welcome to the MagneZONE podcast. I'm Cossack11. This is the Christmas special. And with me, as always, are my fantastic co-hosts, full of holiday cheer. We have Sam.
Hello.
Adam.
Yo, I can't sound like that.
And Clutch.
Hello.
Yo,
That's why I wanted to do you last.
I'm actually sitting next to a fireplace right now.
I have a fireplace in the same building as me, so I guess that counts.
It's good enough.
I mean, they can't see it. Like, they just see this snappy image this snappy like background image I put together of just the finest of random clip art and stock text fonts.
Oh yeah, the merriest of Christmas MagneZones.
Indeed. So we've got quite a few awesome things to do today. This is going to go quite a bit longer than most of the other MagneZones. We got some special topics to speak on today. In fact, if I just roll over to this week's topics tab. Yeah, I'm breaking the fourth wall this early in the episode. Hey man, Ryan Reynolds does it all the time.
You're right.
Anyway, so we've got the MagneZONE Q&A. We're going to start with that. Yeah, we're doing a Q&A. So this is great. And we got some pretty decent participation out of it.
Yep, we did.
So, yep, some good questions. I don't know them. Sam is the only one who knows the questions. He's going to read them off to us. He's curated the list a little bit. Then we're going to go over quick glossing over of what we missed in the TPL for the past few weeks. And then we're going to do our Mon of the Week, and it's a special one, let me tell you. It is a fantastic Mon of the Week. You'll never guess it. So, anyway, let's go right into the Q&A. Lay on the first question, Sam.
All right. Yo, I think we have to pay some respect. We would not
question, isn't it?
we would not be here if not for Andrew and viewers like Andrew.
Good.
Thank you. So, our first question comes from viewer number 1. I was trying to think of a way to make it sound like Public Enemy number 1, but like positive. But yes, Andrew asks, "Who should I main in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?"
Incineroar, naturally. Like, I guess if you want to stay on brand with this, it's Incineroar.
As I say, that's how I felt too. Because honestly, Incineroar is the character, or like the fighter that I'm most hyped about. Like, especially after seeing Shofu's reaction to the announcement, where he was like yelling about Incineroar suplexing people.
Well, I mean,
quietly sitting over here because I'm not getting a Switch for another 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a Switch for like another probably 2 or 3 years now. So
The only answer is Cloud because Cloud is busted.
Wait, really?
So I love Cloud.
Wow, weeb.
Yeah, but like I just like the way.
No,
Cloud
I love
moves.
Final Fantasy. It's all good. I am also
Cloud. The way Cloud moves for me is just like the range and shit.
I mean, I call me old school, but it's got to be like Fox or Falco for me, man.
I just can't get behind Fox. That's just my thing. I like to hit.
I didn't play a whole lot of Smash when I was younger. I didn't like have Nintendo consoles growing up other than the handhelds, and so I remember like I had a friend's birthday where like all I did was play Kirby and try and like stop people. I just loved that I could like balloon back from the edge of the map. Yeah.
My favorite thing to do as Kirby was to inhale someone and then jump off the ledge when they'd have 1 life left and I would have none, or I'd have 2. I'd have 2, the other person would have 1, and I would just lure them to the edge, inhale, turn, and jump off the ledge.
The point is,
always
Andrew.
that Link, dude.
Go ahead.
I loved using Link.
Fair enough. The point is, Andrew, main Incineroar if you're a man. Or
no, man, you just go main Ices because Ices are Ices.
You could also main Snake.
Start throwing grenades over Duck Hunt if you're real, honestly.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
I mean, Snake is actually legit good. Like, having a Seeker Missile as one of your specials is hilarious. Unless you know your sister's playing Zelda and batting all of your missiles away.
This sounds personal.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so our next question is a multi-parter that comes from Dominator.
Okay.
So I asked people if they had specific questions for specific coaches to delineate who they were asking. So I'll just do these in the order they were asked. The first is directed to Sam and Clutch. And the question is, how did y'all first meet each other and become close friends? Which makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside.
Oh, yeah.
Me too, fam. I
Yeah,
joined
go ahead.
a lot of Sam's teams early in RDL season 2, and then I said, "Hey, you should do this. You should do X against Pack," because I don't know. I was trying to be useful.
So
my down to go ahead.
Well, I was gonna my for Sam and Clutch, at least my meeting them. The question was, how did all of us meet, or was it just how Clutch
it was
and
specifically
Sam?
the two of us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Then I'll let you guys go over that.
Yeah, there's a question following this one as well. But yeah, no, basically just I don't know. Clutch and I started I don't remember when we started building together. I think it was actually after RDL season 2.
I think it was after the podcast started.
Yeah, certainly. The podcast was a big part of Clutch and I talking more, but Clutch was kind of the first person in RDL who I started talking to in PMs. Gradually, when you first join a league, it tends to be that you don't talk to everyone too much until you play them, and then you chat about your match afterwards, and that's kind of I didn't talk to Adam much until after Adam and I had played.
That was the exact same with me.
But yeah, Clutch was the guy who joined my team week after week. He gave me little bits of advice and things hey, run extra coverage here for this thing, or little pointers. And so yeah, and then when RDL season 3 rolled around, we basically co-coached that team when I took a break for the qual and stuff. But yeah, so that's the two of us, because now I'm trying to get my bromance with Paluki up to Clutch and mine's bromance level. So you got any other thoughts there?
No, that's about it.
Yeah, so that's the answer to that question. And to all hosts, this one can be pretty quick. Which Mon in your entire league play career has been your favorite of all time? And
Fetus.
Well, there you go.
Fetus.
Huge.
Reuniqueness for the uninitiated.
Yeah.
God, why?
I love the Fetus, man. You can never take the Fetus away from me. It just does so much. It's we can kind of prey on poorly built teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Adam, what are you feeling?
Come back to me.
Fair enough. Cossack, you got a thought?
Well, it's actually kind of a tough decision for me, mainly because I just haven't had a lot.
No, wait. Before you go on, mine was answered already. It's 30 minutes. It's my boy Roden Heat.
Yeah, I was gonna say it shouldn't have been that difficult for you.
No, it wasn't at all. As soon as I hit RDL season 3 for all my teams, I was like, there he is. There's my boy.
So for me, it's a difficult decision, mainly just because I haven't had a lot of success in any leagues, and I've used a lot of mons. I've had different mons on most of my teams. So, I think it's probably Comfey. I just like something about sweeping someone with Comfey. It just feels right.
Fair enough. Jeez, I guess that leaves me, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
It would. By process of elimination, yes.
It's kind of a tough question for me, because I feel like I've had a lot of mons that I've jived or, jived with a little bit, and
yep.
I still have yet to find the one. Two things that stick out to me. Actually, no, I'm just gonna pick one of these. As far as clicking buttons and scaring the ever-loving GBs out of people, I actually put Staraptor at the top of my list. That's I've used it in a couple leagues now. I had it in RDL season 3. I think it was the kill leader for that team even.
I think it was by the end of the season.
Yeah, put a ban.
Friendly was mid-season, but Staraptor picked it up late.
Wait,
yeah.
But clicking buttons wasn't Mega Mawile?
Yeah. I for my way of playing and seeing the game personally, I really do like something that has like a little bit of extra speed to it. Mega Mall was cool, but I didn't find my rhythm with it, and part of it was just that I turned that team over to Omega,
Did you
and
find
also
rhythm but swept somebody with it?
okay, yeah, but like yeah, but a lot
That
of
was
stuff
the
went my
dumbest
way.
fucking team.
Oh, it was a dumb team. But anyways, so that's my answers. I'd say Staraptor, but I'd say I'm still looking for the one.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
This week's The Trainer.
All right.
You 12 Mons have been selected.
Stop. Stop.
We have fun here at the MagneZOne.
I gotta put Melwood out there because that
Oh,
mod is so much fun to use.
Honorable mention for me though is like Coco, because Coco's unbelievable.
Yeah. I'd say my honorable mentions right now are like Mega Shark, Halucha, and Mimikyu. I can't say I played a full season of Mimic yet, so Halucha was so much fun.
I think
honestly.
my
Give
honorable
me my Garchomp back.
my honorable mentions would probably be Celesteela, Amoonguss, and Ferrothorn.
Quagsire.
Oh, Quagsire. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about. How could I forget about Quagsire?
Yeah. I was thinking to myself, I was like,
The
I wonder if
smiling
he's gonna say
assassin.
Quagsire. Smiling assassin. All right. So
Is it smiling or smirking?
We never-
It.
with the way it opens its mouth, it's smiling.
It's 100% smiling. It is grinning.
Smiling at your doom.
Yep.
You didn't
really
bring grass
is.
coverage.
that's a
Your
paddling.
is gone?
That- Here, let me have a curse set. Anyways, so now we move on to the first of two questions from Storm. That is, and one of the first questions that's not Nintendo related, is what is your D&D alignment?
Ah, yes. The age.
I have never played D&D.
Okay,
Oh,
so
really?
I'll outline the D&D alignments.
Are you familiar with the alignments, Clutch?
I have
Like-
never been.
Ooh,
Anywhere near it.
Okay.
This is gonna be
So-
Cossack and Sam.
All
Okay.
right.
Maybe you and I should just answer this, Cossack.
Yeah, we can do that.
So you go ahead. What's your alignment?
Probably like either like chaotic good or like true neutral, one of the two. I know it's a radical departure, like back and forth, but
Mhm.
it really does depend on what I'm doing.
Yeah. After my interactions with the sending that dude Taco Bell in exchange for drugs,
Oh my god.
I'm gonna call myself chaotic neutral here.
That wasn't chaotic neutral, my god. That was chaotic evil.
That's not chaotic evil, dude. Nobody.
You gotta do but like he did it to get a dude
I
Taco
got,
Bell.
yeah, I got some dude. Okay, not only that, but if y'all read the most recent messages, he didn't get Taco Bell. He sent Steven down the street to get some actual legit tacos from an actual legit taco place because he thought he was actually getting tabs. Anyways, so I think
I would say that whole exchange was probably chaotic neutral. As
I
someone who
think that's
knows
pretty-
the alignments,
I feel like that's pretty chaotic neutral.
that's a chaotic neutral thing to do. The chaotic evil person would have like found a way to like get the guy's dealer to send him some tabs.
Yeah, or alternatively, like orchestrate him getting shot by his dealer.
Right, or something like that. Like
I don't know.
and like chaotic good would have like tricked him into turning himself into the police. Like
Yeah, maybe.
true neutral would have just hung up.
Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of like I enjoy a little bit of like shenanigans, and so that's why I lean the chaotic side, at least personally. So, and maybe I have a good soul sometimes. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, so another question from Storm, and I'm not sure if I understand the whole point of this one, but also, if you had to stop a train from going off track by throwing one item off of it, what would it be?
Like what kind of train are we talking about here? Like
I don't know. Let's call it a bullet train.
The engine.
This
Yeah,
makes
that would
Throw that off, you're done.
yeah, that would stop the train.
Uh-huh.
If in order to stop it, I assume the idea is that you have to throw something you like off the train to like, is it because it's like the one item that's like keeping the train just heavy enough that it can't stop quickly enough or something like that. So I guess
An important stipulation, real quick.
Oh.
You can't choose a person. Someone wants us to know that.
oh well, I mean I wasn't going to select a person, but now I actually have to really think about this. No, I totally wasn't going to select a person though. No, I would just I would throw an Xbox One off because I hate the Xbox One, and so throwing it off
Hey,
the train
get
would be
out.
no great loss to me.
Shit is tough today.
Yeah, I'll throw PS4 off. It'd be fine.
Oof. Look, man, I'm not trying to get in on these console wars. I've used both a PS4 and an Xbox One, and I hate the Xbox One.
But then Clutch, you'd be down to 3 PS4s.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Adam, what would you throw off a train to get it to stop? Yeah, the engine. All right, Clutch.
I already said it. Throw a PS4. Like, it'd be
okay,
fine.
okay.
That was your serious answer.
So wow, turnabout I guess is truly fair play.
Um,
It's okay. They released Persona 5 for PS3. I'm still good.
okay.
I have no hatred for anything.
I don't have.
I really am.
I just don't. I don't like the Xbox One. Okay. Especially because most of its games, if not all of its exclusives, are available on PC now. So.
Yo, I'll throw Game Freak's updates out. That way they can't stop trying to get people to gen.
I will do that. That'll be my answer. Is throw all the Game Freak updates out the window.
What did Game Freak do? Did I miss something?
They updated the firmware. They're not the firmware.
Don't update your custom firmware DS if you have one.
Oh,
Anyways,
I never do.
This has been a PSA from the MagneZOne. So with that, moving on.
The MagneZOne does not condone or encourage the installation of custom firmware for the purposes of illegally genning Pokemon. But we totally do. It's okay.
MagneZOne also doesn't condone throwing items off of trains.
We also don't condone that. If you're gonna throw anything off a train, let it be
The engine.
like yes, the engine. I started that sentence and realized there was no good way out of that sentence. So I'm glad you jumped in.
Can I just throw a few chairs off? Like, is that something I can do?
Oh yeah. Why don't we just like unbolt like some of the first class chairs? Because those are really heavy. Like those are
Exactly.
like the hefty
Take out a
recliner
few-
types. Yeah.
Take out a few tables. Like,
Wait,
I am
but this is against the laws of physics.
I am
You
so
want
certain.
more weight to create friction.
Yeah, I
stop
know.
the
I
train.
know.
Yo, fun fact: friction does not depend on weight. Anyways,
Wait, what?
physics.
I know I did AP physics class where
Mhm.
where mass was a part of friction on a
yeah,
dislocated surface.
the normal force.
Yeah,
It's I guess that's if you're sliding, it matters.
yeah. I guess horizontally doesn't
You-
involve sliding.
yeah. So
It's
so
just
long as
force.
so long as your wheels aren't locked, the mass is like I guess. But then like you can probably then you would want less stuff on your.
I mean, if we
wheels.
could throw off people, I'd throw the engineer off because he should have hit the brakes by now if the train needs to stop.
Exactly right. So yeah, no. If your wheels are still rolling, you want less mass because you'd be able to slow it down faster with the same brakes. But if
Yeah.
you were sliding, you'd want more mass to increase your.
So
Your
basically,
main
the
force.
answer if we were doing like what is
Welcome
the
to
best
physics with
Wait,
the
no,
MagneZOne.
never mind. Once you're sliding, it's a constant. Oh, jeez, I don't want to think about this.
But
We're gonna move on.
once your brakes are fully engaged, aren't the wheels considered to be sliding across the tracks? Because they would no longer be rotating.
But like your car wheels aren't sliding when you hit.
Well,
the
it-
brakes
'cause
unless you,
the-
like, hit them
the-
super hard.
the problem here is
Well, no,
that
but
throw
you-
Storm, look at what you've done.
Train
pro-
brakes work differently than car brakes. Train brakes actually stop the.
Storm, I
like
can't
they
believe you
lock
done
the
this.
wheels, but the thing is like I don't think throwing anything off would actually slow the train down at all because it's law of conservation of mass.
Conservation of
Well,
momentum as well.
momentum,
Unless you throw,
yeah.
unless you're on top of the train, throwing the stuff forward in front of the train.
There we
Which is
go.
the
We'll throw the
That
engine
will-
in front of
that
the
will slow down
train.
the train.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if we
Yeah,
just
you're
took the
applying
train's
force in
engine
opposite
out and then
It's just-
chucked it
it's
in
the
front
thing,
of.
like, I mean, you have to appreciate that the conservation of momentum, like, basically means that the way that we've gotten to space consistently is by putting a bunch of stuff in, and like, space shuttle and then throwing it out the back really quick. Like that's how we get to
No,
space.
that is literally how it's done,
Trains.
essentially.
It's great. So okay,
Can we please name this Trains in Physics?
now that we've been on this for about 4 minutes.
Yep.
All right, are you guys ready? More trains coming soon.
Yes.
All right. This is a question from Nadia. Nadia asks, there's multiple parts to this. So first off, going around the circle here, what are your favorite burrito stuffings? So Adam, you want to kick that off? Or do you have to think?
Let me think. What do I usually get? Rice, some type of meat. I'm not really all that picky.
Are we just building like a Chipotle burrito here? Like,
build your
Everything
favorite
cheese,
Chipotle
like
burrito.
waffle.
Although
Ooh.
I would almost say build your own Qdoba burrito, because Qdoba actually has queso worth putting in a burrito, whereas Chipotle does not.
I'm never a queso in a burrito fan.
That's fair.
hello, get out.
I don't.
Queso's 100% my burrito.
It makes it too heavy.
Not at Chipotle, it isn't. Not for me anyway. Like I don't put Chipotle.
I did it like
queso in
once
my
and didn't
burrito.
like it because it just felt like too much to me. They were
That's-
trying to do too much.
I get it.
Yeah. So you go for the guac even though it's extra.
Oh, I love guac, dude.
I feel
Oh,
you.
you always get the guac. That's a good play.
I don't get the guac, but that's because I was
I
poor.
didn't used to, but I started.
I longed for the days when I could drop that extra 60 cents for guac.
Nah, guac's expensive. That's like $2.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite memes. It's like Leonardo DiCaprio from like some movie. He's like making it rain, like throwing money off a balcony, and the caption is "Bitch, I know guac is extra." But anyways, so we've had a little bit of discussion. I feel like I'm gonna go with my favorite. Like I have to give a shout out to the Montana State Student Union that makes the most delicious breakfast burritos for $4.50.
Oh,
anywhere.
breakfast burritos are top drawer.
Yeah, because like straight up, I go to them and here's what they do is they're like, well, you get like eggs and then they put hash browns on it, and then they're like, all right, well, what kind of meat you want? You can get like chorizo or sausage or bacon, and the right choice is chorizo. So you put some chorizo on there, and then they're like, oh, do you want salsa or gravy? And the correct answer is both.
Gravy?
Yeah, no, dude, it sounds so weird. Like you're like gravy and salsa in the same burrito, but it's so good.
Why is
It
gravy
depends on the
not-
gravy.
And then it's not like it's like not like it's like a sausage gravy. It's like a
Yeah,
breakfast
I
kind of thing you have.
I know, but like I'm saying it
Oh,
depends
no,
on
I
how
was
well
thinking
made
like
that
gravy.
gravy is.
they're not taking a like container of like gravy from your Thanksgiving turkey and
Yeah,
pouring it
no,
over the
I
burrito
knew
or
that.
anything.
Like I know
Yeah,
what breakfast gravy is.
Yeah, nah, but like, then throw some cheese on there, throw some like pico, like it was fantastic, and it was $4.50. Honestly, I would eat one of those things at like 10 a.m.
That's a really good
And then,
price
like-
for what you're getting.
Yeah,
Holy
dude.
crap.
I'd get that for $4.50. If the price ever increases, I will disown that university. And then, but yeah, those things was so delicious. I'd eat one of those at, like I said, at 10 a.m. and then like not eat again until dinner. So
Wow.
there's my
All
answer.
right.
I'm very passionate about those burritos. It's honestly the thing I
That's
miss
fair.
most about.
I guess like I like breakfast burritos. I guess for my favorite regular burrito at Chipotle, because there wasn't a Qdoba close enough to where I lived to go there regularly. I
Fair
would.
enough.
I'm just saying that because I threw shade. I just threw a bunch of shade on Chipotle for their queso, and now I'm saying what I usually got when I went to Chipotle
Yeah.
is I would get steak, brown rice, unless I could tell, like if it was near the bottom, because at least at that particular Chipotle they didn't like stir up the rice every so often, so the rice at the bottom was always like rock hard, like you would chip a tooth on that rice.
Yeah, it's just dangerous.
So like I would get, plus it just didn't taste good then. So then if that was the case, I'd get white rice. I wasn't too picky on the rice. And then I'd usually get pinto beans.
Yeah, okay.
And then I would get the hot salsa, and which wasn't really salsa. It was more of just like a hot sauce. It wasn't really salsa. Now, I grant you, salsa is just the Spanish word for sauce, but
Oh, I actually did not know that.
I'm pretty sure it
That's blowing
is.
my mind right now.
So I'd get the hot salsa, and then I would get cheese, lettuce, sour cream, and corn. And it was pretty damn good.
Fair enough.
So I guess it's just me then.
Yeah, yo, hit us up.
So if I'm like, if I'm going down the line like Chipotle, I'm gonna get like quality like steak or chicken. Probably lean towards more chicken though. I feel like chicken's solid in a burrito.
Yes. Silent
Yeah,
clap.
yeah.
Chicken
I
is
feel-
easier to prep than steak if you're
It
if you're
is.
making it yourself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It goes for nice white rice, good black beans. I
Ooh,
put
yeah.
black. I'm a fan of black beans in like the Chipotle burrito personally.
I do that
get
too
that.
sometimes. I don't have a real preference for beans. I do kind of. I get it's a slight preference for pinto. It's
Yeah.
not much.
Yeah. What's going on out there? Queso is definitely going in this burrito. Guac is definitely going in this burrito.
Fair enough.
Making that expensive burrito.
Yeah, this is an expensive fucking. I don't go to Chipotle very often because it gets expensive.
It does. It really
You get
does.
a burrito bowl.
Nah, man. If I'm gonna eat a burrito, I'm gonna fucking like
No,
try
actually,
and choke on
if
it.
you're,
essentially.
if you're an extended eating, you go to Moe's because you get like 1.5 times the food and free chips. That's
Facts.
the point.
Yo,
What else is left in these burritos? I don't even know.
honestly, like,
Salsa. Like I go for like a medium salsa.
That's fair.
Like
fair enough. Yeah, that's good.
Fresh salsa is nice.
Real quick. Shout out to like random other like Mexican places that serve al pastor. You know, like the spicy like pork.
Oh yeah,
It's like
yeah,
shake.
yeah.
That stuff is like if that stuff is there, that's my like first choice for like fill a burrito with that stuff, and I will eat it.
My friends and I actually, there's a place in Detroit called Mexican Town. There's a neighborhood, and there's a couple really good like butchers there,
Ooh, nice.
and you can get al pastor there.
I love
And
that
we
stuff
bought.
so much.
Oh yeah, we journeyed down there a couple times to get al pastor to make our own burritos, and one of the best life choices I've made.
Yeah. You eat too much, it'll probably kill you, but it's delicious.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, so now move on. We got a question from FaZe here. So, addressed to everyone is: what is, in your opinion, the most underrated mon in the draft format?
ooh.
That's a big one, right? Like we're gonna have to
Yeah.
like sit here and think.
I'm gonna
There's-
go pull up a tier. I'm gonna stare at a tier list right now.
Yeah.
me too, right?
I'm doing.
I think I actually I have a little bit of an answer here. Yeah. This is a little bit biased for me. This is actually another mon on my list of like things that I've used that I've really enjoyed. But like, I actually think that I'm not sure if this is the most underrated in the format, but it's I think underrated in the format. Gyarados.
Yeah, I think
It
a
goes
lot of people
yeah.
pass over Gyarados, and it's a deadly mon. It's tough to deal with.
Yeah, I think the thing that I like, people look for like different things out of their water type. Like they
Mhm.
want like
Mhm.
something that's like
In that same
bulkier
sense,
or
Gator.
recovery.
Gator's kind of
Yeah.
in that same sense.
Yeah.
I think that but the thing I like about Gyarados is just that it's this thing that can like get boosts on a whole lot of teams. Like there's it's pretty frequent that there's something that Gyarados can like dance up on,
Mhm.
because like every team has like a physical attacker or like a physical ground type that can't really do much to Gyarados. Like it gets to +2 real easy sometimes. Like it's that's my answer.
And once it gets to +2, it's tough to stop it.
Yeah, there's things that can, but like, and
It's
only thing about
got
it is
wide
that-
utility in like Dragon Dance, like taunt, like
Uh-huh.
gets a great as a Z captain. It's got fantastic like
Yeah.
options there too.
Agreed,
Like
for sure. That was one of my the sad things about when I had an RDL season 2 is that was a
Also,
draft.
notably gets Z Splash, so you know.
Z Splash, Supersonic Sky Strike is just great with it.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh yeah.
after prepping with Sam for the first 2 weeks of TPL, I'm gonna say Mandibuzz is kind of underrated. I feel
Oh no
That thing
way.
is-
Everybody knows that thing's a wall.
and it's a wall, but you don't know I feel like it's one of those things you don't like. You okay? Go. That's kind of a bulky flying type. It's not hard. Kind of hard to kill. No, that thing's a pain to take down.
Yeah.
yeah,
That thing does not die.
It
Oh, I
doesn't.
found one. I
It
found
doesn't die. It sets tailwind.
It defogs. It sits in front of your team. It's got a great speed tier for taunt. There's a taunt like stall breakers. Like it can pivot with U-turn. It's freaking fat, man. I think it's a pain.
And when you put good steel types behind it, that resist like rock and electric and like things like I think like Steelix or Cobalion or like the things that switch in on its like the stuff that hits it it's actually not that hard to switch into. You can find things to take hits from fairies and things to take hits from electric types. Like you can cover its weaknesses really well, and honestly that thing takes super effective hits like a champ.
Yeah.
So, what was the calc with like a jolly like life orb MagneZONE? It was like you took like 60 from Crash or something like that. Like
yeah, it was dumb.
Yep. I did those same
Alright.
calcs.
You got one, Adam?
I've got two.
Okay,
I
hit
can't
me.
decide which one I want to talk about.
talk about both.
And it's
We
gonna
got
be
time.
Yeah,
First
we've got
up.
time.
Electivire.
Ooh, yeah. I think Electivire is
That
underrated.
one-
Yeah.
Nope. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna sit here and be quiet because I'm.
I know.
Yes,
you
you
hate
are.
it. You hate it. You can just sit there. I don't care. My second one, and the one that gives me the best mental images, is Alolan Executive.
That thing's
Oh
fucking.
man.
I know exactly what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
It bends down.
The fact that it comes in and frisks, but if it frisks the Mega, just imagine the dumbass face going all the way down, just whispering in your ear, "Hey, that's holding a Mega Stone." Like,
just bends all the way forward and then bends all the way back. Doesn't turn its feet, just bends all the way
for
back.
context, it's like 18 feet tall.
Yeah.
that neck is enormous.
It sees everything, man.
Well, like the fact that it has, first off, usable bulk in 95, 85, 75. That's not bad. You're living hits. But then its attack is 105, its special attack is 125, and it's been around since Gen 1.
Yeah, it's
The
a fat
move
move.
pool is so diverse. It's ridiculous. It can do anything you want it to. Physical
Yeah.
breaker, done.
Need it.
Special breaker, done. You want a trick room sweeper? Done. You want a boom? Sure. You want a leech seed stall something with harvest? Sure. You want a scout? Frisk? Sure.
You want to make julienne fries? Sure.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Cossack,
You
got
want
one?
to set dual screens?
Oh, fair
Sure.
Lots of things do that though.
All right.
Like Star.
So, all right. So I got one at the top end and one at kind of the low end. I think on the top end, there's a mon that's really slept on. That's Diggersby, man. Diggersby
That's kind of a choice for me too.
is
fun.
oh man, he hits so
Yeah, it's
hard.
so weirdly undrafted sometimes.
It is.
Oh, also high key. Just like I'm thinking about it, not to like steal your
Yeah.
thunder Cossack,
No,
but like
no, go for it.
Crawdon. Freaking
God.
dumb
You
Pokemon.
hate on Electivire, but you gas Crawdon.
Yo, I think adaptability boosted liquidations are so
I'm not
dumb to
saying-
switch into.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying you gotta stop hating on Electivire.
I'm still hate on Electivire. I'm a hate on
123 base attack with 95 speed. Tell me how that's bad.
It'd be great if it got any actual good physical stab moves. Give it plasma. Beast.
What? Wait. Slow,
That thing's
back up.
only stab move forces it to take recoil. Like
And it's a bad recoil move. Like
Wild Charge is garbage.
How it work?
Anyway.
Like
So,
Dawn's got a base 120 attack, hits hard with the Z moves, got options to set up in Dragon Dance and SD, and has that stab priority Aqua Jet that hits everything, man. It's so
Oh,
good.
no.
enough.
It's
Yo,
good. It's terrifying.
I'm
You don't realize how like one of those things that you don't realize how hard it hits until you like start like prepping against it. You go, shit, what's my switch in?
Oh,
so
I don't like to know Alolan and Marowak.
fair enough.
Yes, facts.
Yeah. So and yeah, Crawdon's in like tier 3 in a lot of spots. But
Mhm.
so Cossack, you're saying Diggersby, and I agree with that.
Yeah,
Go on.
Diggersby, it's first of all, it's got huge power, so its
Yeah.
attack is actually quite strong, and it's dual stab. It's got great offensive dual stab to take advantage of that. Normal ground is fantastic neutral coverage against most teams that you're going to come up against in draft league.
Yeah, for the most part, that's true. Because like a lot of people depend on their skills to be their normal resists. Like people don't think about normal as an attacking type much.
Yeah, and
Like,
like
I never did that math.
yeah,
It effectively has 236 attack
yep,
at level 50.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you got a stab priority move in quick attack, which is great for finishing things off. Its speed is very scarfable.
Yeah, it's 78.
Yeah.
One
And I
point higher
have
than
some
Heat Train.
drafts coming up. Thank you for opening my eyes to the power
Yeah,
of Digger.
and it actually has a pretty substantial physical move pool in general. Like, it's got fighting type moves. It's got your it kind of has your like general gamut of physical moves. It's got a couple of the elemental punches. I don't think it has all three. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have all three, but it's got a couple of the elemental punches.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
It has cheek pouch.
I agree. It has what?
Cheek pouch. It's one of its ability.
You immediately said, "I agree." Wait, what?
Okay, yeah, I was agreeing with Cossack.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, no, it's I liked Diggersby in some aspects. But yeah, you said you also had a lower tier pick as well.
Yeah, my lower tier pick is Comfey. I think Comfey is actually slept on. Most people look at it, they look at its move pool, and they think to themselves, "Oh, this is like this is a budget cleric," and it is, and it can be a good budget cleric. But where it really shines is a budget setup sweeper. It gets stab priority with Draining Kiss, which also gives it recovery. It gets Calm Mind, it gets Taunt, and it's got base 100 speed, so its speed tier is actually pretty good. Its bulk isn't bad, and since it's got priority health draining moves, because it also gets Giga Drain, this thing actually can... This thing can run through certain teams. It's brutal. You can also
Diggersby can run Last Resort.
Yup.
Awful huge power.
I love that Adam discovering an Adam Mon or like a Pokemon he wants to use is just like the most wholesome thing. It's just like he's like,
I'm gonna say Diggersby was one of the runner-ups for like Mons that I've used. It was just shy of like making the cut for that, but it was a fun Mon to use. I really enjoyed it.
That's wild.
All right.
Like I did a third to
And it can
to
spike stat.
I did a third to Salamence with like not even full happiness return.
Yeah. Which is kind of crazy.
Oh my god.
Like that was 70 happiness return.
Yeah.
And I get Swords Dance agility?
Yeah, everyone dual dance on someone.
Dude, I ran. Didn't I run like?
I think you did run dual.
You ran dual dance at Earth Lab, but you threw it away because you needed a sack to.
Right.
Which, as Heathcliff asked, it was symbolic for me dropping.
And it can also notably run Flame Orb Facade.
Oh lord. Yo, Santoro on his
Santoro
stream.
made that meme up.
Yeah, no, that was savage as shit.
Oh my god.
Honestly, shout out Santoro for like
Santoro, I salute you.
It's like when like when there's that clip of Obama saying thanks Obama when he tried to like dip the cookie in milk, and the mods of the thanks Obama subreddit were just like the man himself made the joke, we gotta shut it down. Like with this immediately locked the subreddit. This is our equivalent. Is just like the god himself made the joke.
So I think we need to retire it now.
Yeah, Flame Orb Facade is retired.
You know you're gonna mention it again.
I'm gonna bring it up every time someone brings it up that we retired the joke. Anyways,
yeah,
we are on to our last question, gentlemen.
Oh boy, here we go.
And it's from another the man himself. It's D Willie.
Hey,
shout out D Willie joining up on TPL now. That's announced, right? Like
that'll be on the recaps.
Yep. Hey.
And it's
shout out D Willie for hopping in.
Yeah.
So D Willie asks, I have an Ubers League coming up and was wondering what everyone's opinions were on some of the best Uber Pokemon. Marshadow, done.
Marshadow,
done. Marshadow and Necrozma Duskmane.
Pretty much. Good. Like no, but seriously though, Marshadow
Zone
is brutal.
Yeah.
Zone exists from.
Oh yeah.
Kyogre. If there's no Pidon, then like standard Kyogre, literally two shots everything. The tier with Water Spout, like, thing has no switch-ins.
Rayquaza. Especially if you can get 6
I'm
of
like
them.
90% sure that Specs Ogre like literally ran the meta until in Gen 5. Like,
Yeah.
Just draft Arceus.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Arceus is
It's
pretty
literally
flexible,
just
but
anything. It's literally the better.
there's a lot of good Mons and Ubers. I do think Marshadow is probably one of the best, if not the best.
Hmm.
yeah,
Mar-
thing came in like after like it spent like a week in OU like, breaking everything, and like went to Ubers and became an immediate player. It was freaking insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arceus is like the better Mew,
Yep, base 120s all the way across.
Mm-hmm.
plus access to special moves like Spatial Rend
Yeah,
and Shadow Force. Why?
because
Get
RC
your
is like
roar time.
Literally
Ga-
because
Get
Arceus.
roar time.
Game Freak when Gen 4 came out, they were just like tripping on money and power, and they were just like, let's
Well, technically they weren't because Arceus was never like released. At least it
yeah.
wasn't supposed to be in Gen 4, and then people found the patch. Or
Yeah.
not the patch, but like the little egg, and they're like, wait, what am I doing with this ticket? Why is this? Why can you import this into the game?
And so that you can go and catch God. That's why. Like,
Yeah, kinda.
yeah, it's-
But what if we had them catch
Regen
God?
install.
why not? Everything since then has been a disappointment. Like,
Oh,
how can
wait,
you beat?
wait,
How
wait,
can you
wait.
beat catching God?
How are we talking about?
And he
Mew?
wept, for there were
We're
no
not
more
talking
Mons
about-
to capture.
How did we not talk about Mega Lucario?
Oh yeah, Mega Lucario and Ubers is also pretty brutal.
Adaptability, and just it can do well that or Mega Metagross.
Oh, I'm so glad that Metagross got something.
Yeah.
Mega Metagross is so good.
Hmm. Well, all right. I think that's all of our questions for now.
For now. Yep. We'll probably do another one of these sometime in the near future.
Every so often, I think it's kind of fun. But...
Yeah.
Oh wait! I just realized. Nadia asked about burritos, but also she had multiple parts. I'm sorry. I'm gonna like, throw these in at the last second. Quick ones. What are your favorite songs to prep to?
Oh.
Anything by Glitch X City and Mewmore.
Mewmore's fantastic.
Mewmore is pretty good.
There's a couple Glitch X that I actually like almost better. But actually,
depends for me.
when I'm prepping, I'm usually listening to like other like YouTubers either playing matches or prepping themselves.
So
It's weird.
You see, I haven't not prepped with Sam for a while, so like,
Yeah, exactly.
So the music that they prep to are each other's voices.
yeah. If I'm
Yeah,
not prepping to that, it's like
just-
Panic or Streetlight Manifesto.
I was about to say add to the canon of Clutch and Mind's bromance. Or
That was the goal.
Exactly. Yeah, I was just say same thing for me is like if I'm just like messing around with prep, I actually don't really listen to music. Like I don't know.
I'll let you finish up.
What do I throw on these days though? Like I don't know. If I want to be sad, I just throw on some Phoebe Bridgers, who has like the voice of a goddess and writes sad music. So
Or if you want some quality music, you listen to the Hamilton soundtrack.
Facts.
I mean, yeah.
I've learned Adam's music tastes a little bit. Yo, but like, do y'all have like hype? Do y'all have hype music? Like,
I
to,
do.
like,
I have several different. It's actually kind of varies for me. So
in 10 seconds, what's yours?
like so both in hype music and my prep music, it varies. But it used to be there's 2 Rush albums that I would listen to. Like I had a playlist that had both albums, and it was Hemispheres and 2112, which are masterpieces. And I would listen to those while I was building, and then also while I was battling. Recently, one song that I've like put at the top of like my battle playlist, so like my hype music, is Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba,
Oh my gosh.
because I get knocked down a lot, but I get back up again. And but then I also have like just a list of like full versions of my favorite anime theme songs and openings, like ending songs and opening songs. No,
we got snippets in the back. Yo,
I don't want to get copyright stricken. Please no.
It's enough.
On Spotify right now. There you go.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you done this.
for hype, what do I play? Like, I can't think of Clutch. Do you just still do Panic?
A lot of times it's Panic, yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys want us to, we can throw together like a Spotify playlist of like
please.
our hype music, and I'll
My-
post it in the description of the next MagneZOne.
Clutch laughed at me when I told him that my way of like calming down before playing Santoro was listening to Eiffel 65.
Just
You know, it's
yeah. Just
what's hilarious to me is just that like it sounds like a joke, but I actually did that.
like you listen to I'm Blue just on an endless loop.
Yeah, I was like, I'm about to play Santoro, and this was the first time I played Santoro back in RDL season 3. Like not the first time, but it was just
Yeah.
the first time that season. But anyways,
Yeah.
so I was gonna say Nadia has one last question though.
Yep.
And that is, or what is there's one is this, what is the color of your 3DS? And then also she asks, at 10 a.m. train A left the station and
Oh, no.
the same station on a parallel track. If train A traveled at constant speed of 60 miles per hour, train B at 80 miles per hour, then at what time did train B pass train A? To which I would say, come to my office hours. But what color is your 3DS? I guess anyone can get that pretty quick.
I've got a white three. I've got the standard new 3DS, but it's like the white. It's like that white one with got the plates that you can swap out. So it's got like some yellow like Mario plates.
Yeah, gotcha.
So
You want to know my Jenning one or my battling one?
Both
hit 'em
pizza
with both.
toasts.
mine are the same color, so
What are yours then?
mine is like that kind of like cobalt blue color that they got going. But my non-genning 3DS does have a hard case, which is green. It has the Legend of Zelda logo on it and a bunch of LOZ art.
And Adam, what did you say yours were?
Blue and black piece
Gotcha.
of toast for my Jenning one. White and red piece of toast for my battling one.
Not bad. You know what's funny is that my both my DSs are the same color, and it's relevant also to my music choices because they're blue.
Dabba dee dabba die.
Exactly.
Mhm.
All right,
Fantastic.
and that finishes our
Q&A session.
Q&A.
Yup.
Officially.
Yup. All right. So we're going to we have a little bit of recap to go through. And by a little, I mean a lot. But we're going to go through it pretty quick. Because this is kind of the dog days of the season, right? Like the divisional matches are over. Or have been over for some time at the point that we're like kind of taking back up the coverage. Divisionals have been over. It's in the middle of the season, so there's no clear cut. Like there's a lot of back and forth for slots, especially in a league this competitive. And even some of the people on like the lower end of the standings still have a shot to take it back. So with that being said, I believe we start our coverage week 5. 4.
Yeah.
Week 4.
So
we're just gonna go quick. We're not even gonna really talk about plays or anything like that because it's been weeks. We haven't. If we did watch them, which I did, but I've forgotten pretty much most of what I was.
you can't remember 8 battles a week. Yeah.
No.
It's like
So I can remember a little bit about my battles, but I don't want to spend too much time on one battle or the other. So you go. Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I think we just go through and list
Yep.
like records from week 4 through week 8, like and we can go through these section by section. The intent was, I think, was to go through them basically by divisions. So we get to start with. Should we just kind of go down the list? Start with Kanto.
Yep, let's do it.
All right. So first, I would say the standings right now are such that
Actually,
got
what we
Adam-
should do
go ahead.
is we should have the host that is in that division go over it.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I don't want to talk about my division. Can we not talk about our own divisions?
I'll talk about Clutch's division.
Okay,
I'll take that.
and then
load.
Clutch.
Yeah,
Clutch
Adam, you want to talk about Kanto?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
I'll talk about Sam. I mean, I'll talk about Alola. No, not Akala. I'll talk about Cossacks, and Cossack will talk about Sam's.
I mean, good because I don't want to talk about anything to do with my team in general.
Fair
So-
enough. Okay.
I'm so confused.
Just talk about how you're stomping people with a trick-room Kofag. Hurry up.
Okay, well,
I feel like I should also clarify. Kofag is Kofagrigus.
currently sitting on the
Speaking out
top,
being a slur.
7-1 plus 20. Then there's a Pack 4-4 minus 3. Santoro, new coach taking over for Earthlab, 3-4 minus 6. We're in the middle of week 8, so some of them will have 8 matches done, some of them will have 7. And then there's Nadia, 2-6 minus 18, but actually making a quick turnaround these past 2 weeks.
Yeah. So
I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to be saying here.
yeah.
No, I mean that pretty much covers it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, interesting things going on in that division is Santoro taking over for Earthlab. Shout out Earthlab, who is a great coach and a great dude, taking time off for very good reasons. Real life takes priority.
Yep.
Adam, who is
Good luck with
undefeated since week
Good
1.
luck with work and everything, by the way. If you're
Yeah,
listening.
good luck with work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. So yeah, we got Adam, who's undefeated since week 1, losing in a close game to Pack.
I threw.
Yeah, we all threw. We are
If I clicked ice shard, I won.
we are all throwing on this blessed day.
So
Merry Christmas, everyone.
actually, real quick, because this is actually a good time to bring this up. Adam, let's. Do you want to go over real quick playoff slot selection, like how that works, just so we have a good idea who's in the running and who's gonna have more of an outside chance.
Sure. So playoffs are going to be top seed from each division, and then the wild cards for the playoffs will be the 2 coaches with the following best records, not necessarily both seconds from each division.
Okay.
So if Pack and Santoro were to say both go 10-5 through, and the next closest in Sam's division, who's also in our conference here, was a 9-6, both Pack and Santoro would be making it, and this 9-6 team would not, because their records are better.
So
Just wanted to confirm that, get that, so that
Yep.
because that makes looking at some of these playoff chances a little bit trickier.
yeah,
There.
for sure.
Especially when you have something like Alola division, which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other storyline in Kanto right now is Pack, who started off 4-0 and then is since 0-4. So undefeated against his own division, and then dropped a whole bunch of games to, I think, my division actually lost to
Yeah.
Ethan, lost to FaZe, lost to me. Yeah. So and I think and then Pac picked up a win this week, didn't he? Yeah. So yeah, no,
Yeah,
he
he did.
he won 3 in a row, then dropped 4 in a row, and then now has won another one. So let's see if that's indicative that he's now going to sweep the entire Hoenn division. I choose to believe it is. Not that anyone in Hoenn needs that right now. So, anyways, who did we decide was going to talk about Johto?
That would be Clutch.
Cossack.
That's
Oh, wait.
Cossack.
Oh, me? Okay. Oh, yeah, because
Yeah.
Clutch is all right. So we've got at the top of the Johto division currently. It's actually a really close division. I should preface that right now. It's a very close run division. Sam is currently at the top. Seattle Supersonics with a 5-3 record and a +6 differential. Right below him is the Lancashire Luxrays with a 4-3 record and a +5 differential, so that could change depending on how this week's battle goes. Third, we have D. Willie, new coach, taking over for Ethan. So team name is no longer Waynesboro, it's now the Brisbane Scythers, and that is a 4-4 record with a +3 differential. And then at the very bottom, we have Brendan, also a new coach. He's going to be taking over for whose team again? Neek, that's right. Taking over for Neek's team. So they are no longer the Galesburg Life Scorers. They are now the Canton Flame Charge. And that is a 3-4 record with a +2 differential. So again, at the end of this week, we'll see where that sits. It could easily be...
Totally understandable for me.
Yeah.
Neek. He's got
Yeah.
exams and a whole bunch of school
Right.
stuff to do.
Yeah.
Totally cool.
Yep.
IRL, my God.
So with that being said, we got an interesting setup here because we have at the top we have 5-3. So, but potentially we could have a 3-way tie of 4-4, which basically and actually that would technically mean that depending on how this week's battles shake out for the rest of this week, that we could actually end up with. Well, hold on. Does Lancashire or Canton face Brooklyn this week?
No. They do
Okay.
not.
Okay, so theoretically there could be a 4-way or a 5-way tie at 4-4 at the end of this week for some of the wild card slots.
Yeah, that's true.
And Johto division, very close run. Everyone's got a positive differential, and everyone's within spitting distance of the top. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's been crazy.
It's a fierce fight. The Johto division here is turning out a lot like the upper part of the upper 3 of the Johto division in RDL season 2, if you'll remember.
Yeah. Someday, by random selection, I'm going to get put in a division that isn't stacked. Like, I get that everyone talks about my luck with draft picks, but my luck with divisions is just like...
Yeah.
Oh, in all fairness, there were coaching changes.
Yeah.
That's true. But even before that, this division performed really well.
Yeah,
I was at the bottom.
And
I was at the
yeah.
I was at the bottom of this division at one point.
Yeah.
I was 1-3
So
through 4 weeks.
let's talk a little bit about the new coaches. Some people might be a little bit less familiar with D-Willie. D-Willie is a pretty good coach. Did some real good work in Alola International Season 5 with MetaCham. And
Which he actually just crapped.
Yep. So D-Willie, he's got Mega MetaCham, so we could see Brisbane be on the rise here in the next coming weeks. Brendan, this is, if I remember correctly, this is his draft league debut. This is his first ever draft league, and he didn't even get to.
Outside of that,
yeah, he is an experienced battler. Yes, I was going to get to that. He is an experienced ladder battler, correct?
Correct.
All right, so he knows the ins and outs of comp. We'll see how well that translates. This actually will be an interesting case study. We'll see how good like pure laddering experience does with the intricacies of the draft league format, because they are different.
I also have the knowledge of knowing what his team that he prepped for this week is.
Yeah. And the transition from laddering to drafts is interesting. Like, I feel like I definitely playing in draft. I think actually kind of gave me some bad habits in some ways. Like, I was a much more willing to make reads player before I started playing in draft.
Oh, I turn the opposite way. I make the reads.
Yeah, I started playing safe.
Most of the competitive battling I've done is in draft. I have done almost no ladder battling. I probably have a little under 250 total ladder battles.
Yeah. So, anyways, what else is there to say about that division? I think that's pretty much it. It's a close bunch.
Yeah. Ugh. So going.
I love that all these good D-Willie comes in and grabs gets more FA moves for a team that already had capped out all their FA moves.
Yeah, that actually does shake things up quite a bit.
Just in time for me trying to make my push for playoffs. I was counting on Ethan's team actually kind of being not that good.
Well,
that was
he did just go pick up a ground resist.
Yo, look at this.
He picked up a Skarmory and a Superior.
Oh man.
And he has the Slow King, which is super fat.
Man, it's as if this guy actually wants to not lose to ground types. Wow.
That's great.
R.I.P. your hopes of sweeping with MammoSwine. There's a Skarmory there.
Hey, MammoSwine can still do the damn thing.
Oh, MammoSwine can always do the damn thing.
Yeah.
Hey.
I love Mammo.
So,
I love that thing.
Can I talk about Hoenn division now?
Of course.
Oh boy.
The division where the current leading record is 4-4 plus 1. Y'all gotta get roasted a little bit.
That's fine. I've dropped my last 4 games, and 3 of them have been a little unfortunate.
Yeah, for it.
I got swept by this entire division, so I have no room to talk about any of this.
Yeah, Kieran Black is a cool Pokemon.
Kieran Black is so cool. But yeah, so we've got Sakura, Clutch, Mangoes, and Mike in this division. Sakura's at the top right now. I mentioned 4-4 +1. Clutch is right behind her at 4-4 -1.
But I have the head-to-head. So I guess it's
Yeah.
it's so yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's fun.
That is fun. And then so we got Sakura, Clutch. Sometimes we got Crazy Mangoes in third, sitting at 2 and 5, and then Mike, the natural, sitting at 2 and 6.
I don't think
So-
I've ever seen Mike with a bad record before.
I have,
Yeah.
but that's only because I was
It
there
happens
for
with
the
everyone,
CTL.
though. You'll get a team that just doesn't fit you.
Also,
Mhm.
you do have to remember he had a bad record at the beginning of RDL season 1,
And then won that league.
and
Turned it around all of a
and then
sudden.
picked up Volcarona and like immediately started destroying people. So yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, the only issue with Mike's team right now is that he's he made some changes and things, but I think he's capped out right now. He's made 5 FATs.
He is indeed. He
Um,
could still trade.
So,
could still trade.
so yeah, he's got a kind of wheel and deal there. I mean, because
That's been an issue a lot of
You know.
teams have been running into, I think.
yeah. So it's interesting though, because like there's some things that he's used, some things that like I mean Garchomp has put in work for him, but like because it's like it's a Z captain, 10 kills I think in 8 brings, comes every week. Yeah, he's doing good stuff with some of those things, but it's just like I think the team is just a little bit like Mike's had better teams, no question.
Maybe if he hadn't sniped my Garchomp.
Yeah, maybe
Unfortunately.
that was just some.
It is karma.
Someday I'm gonna go back to that episode of the post draft like review, and I'm gonna cut out that little noise you made, the like,
The-
and I'm gonna put that on a soundboard so I could just push a button and hear it whenever I want. Yo,
You'll have to beat me to it.
yeah, I can try.
Watch both of you do it right now.
Oof. Anyways,
I mean, if I ever get affiliate status and get a sub button, that's gonna be my sub sound. Like every time someone subs.
yeah. Let's see what else. Mangoes. That's another. Mangoes has another interesting team, and he actually is like played really well. Like when like I remember his game with you, Clutch. Like that.
Oh,
one came
yeah, that
down
was
to
a
the
great
wire.
game.
That was actually a fantastic game.
He has 2
Um,
-1 and a -2 on his losses.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
Be-
close.
being 2 and 5 -8, like that's not bad for like
Yeah.
that record, And yeah, I think Mike is just like, I mean, we all know that Mike's good. Like, I've pointed this out like as a thing, like that this league is pretty competitive. Like, there's a lot of good coaches here.
Even more
I mean,
so
Mike
now. Like
Yeah, Mike is a good coach. Like he's won RDL 2 out of 3 seasons, and so like, yeah, and everyone has bad seasons or teams that they don't really jive with. So, but I think that's kind of the thing right now. Sakura dropped a game to Pack this week, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Hoenn matches up with Kanto, because Kanto's like a reasonably strong division, and Hoenn is so far, once again, top of the division is 500 +1. So, and that brings us, I think, to the Alola division.
yeah, Clutch. You want to
Yeah,
take us
so
through
this
that?
is some high-powered division stuff right here.
Oh yeah.
Heathcliff. Sorry, Kosai. Starting from the top down, Heathcliff is blowing people back. Hasn't lost since week 2 or
Week
something like
2.
that. 6-1, 6-1 +19.
Yeah, the
Blew
pickup from
blew my
Reddit.
crap out of the water. Blew my shit out of the water, honestly.
Yeah.
And Hive falling closely behind him, 6-2 +13. Dominator closely behind that, 5-2 +2, and then poor
Yeah.
Cossack at the bottom, 0-8 -20.
Stuck in a strong division, like
So this is the division of
Very
death,
stacked
honestly.
division.
yeah. You've had bad luck with divisions too, Cossack.
I really have.
I was gonna say you're complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like that season when I mean RDL season 3 was okay for you.
It wasn't too bad.
But
Yeah.
like RDL season 2 when you were in with me, Pack, and Mike.
What was the one where me and Santoro were in the same one?
Pretty sure that was RDL season 3, dude.
No, that was season 2. I remember that because I had Omega. That was the same time I had Omega in my division.
Yeah, that's right. That was season 2. Because then I had
because
Centaur in my division.
Because I had excessive too.
Yep.
Right.
I was like,
Yeah.
fucking. That division was
That
so
was-
stacked.
That was a division death, and then there was L Vision there too, and then
Now
Yeah, and then
that man got
changed to
ballistic.
yeah,
That man,
yeah.
L Vision changed to
God, no
ballistic
wonder I did
after.
terribly season 2.
Yeah, that
No.
was
Terrible, meaning like 500.
That was
I'm-
the season where you nuked your team. You just dismantled your team. Went
Yeah.
8-7 total, and then, what was it? After all of that,
Never make so many moves that you run out of space on your free agent trades and drops portion of your team page.
I mean, I actually think like I have an 0-8 record, but I've only been really what I would consider blown out twice, and that was by other MagneZONE hosts, because Clutch got me Clutch 4-0'd me, what was that?
Week 4.
And then Sam, did you 5-0 me or 4-0 me? You 5-0'd me.
5-0'd you.
Yeah, you 5-0'd me.
Uh-huh.
I'm just glad I didn't get 6-0'd again.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've actually had close games this.
I've had 3-0-1 losses this season.
Mhm. Yeah, so you're on the cusp. Like, if you turn 2 of those into, if you turn 2 of those into wins, it's like you've got the same record as Mike, and Mike is, like I said, just a fantastic coach. So, anyways,
I've just had a hard time finding my groove with my team this season.
mhm,
A lot of mons I'm not familiar using,
mhm,
and still trying to work my way through the ins and outs of.
mhm. It happens. So, all right, any like final wrap ups? Bunch.
I mean,
Oh, shout out Heathcliff, who like showed up
Yeah.
and is like honestly like,
Heathcliff has been like murdering people. It's
yeah,
fun
Yeah.
to watch.
yeah, stand it.
Unless
Unless
it's you, but like whatever.
I get to play him in a couple weeks. It'll be exciting. It'll be
Yep.
the first time I
When do
did
I
his
play him?
team. Oh wait, no, I clutch gen for him once.
mhm.
Yep. I think so. Yep,
Yeah.
I did.
Because I was
Week 15.
also shout out Hive, who's a cool dude. Shout out
Yeah.
Dominator, who listens regularly. Dominator's having a good season. He's got a good team. Like, yeah, no, this is great. It's a stacked division.
It's a stacked league.
It really is now.
You're
Yeah.
right. That was the whole point.
We got there. I mean, like
Growing
it's kind
pains, but
yeah.
We got there.
I mean, it's kind of unfortunate to lose the 3 coaches that we lost because they weren't bad. In fact, Neek and Urflab in particular are very good. Ethan, I'm still a little iffy on his. He made some odd free agent decisions that I don't quite agree with.
Yep. I mean, he made that team work. I mean,
He
still, like,
did.
4-4.
Yeah, no, he was very successful with the team that he had. Like I have no I cast no aspersions on his ability to battle. His battling skills are quite good. I think once he gets the roster management part down, he's going to be forced to be reckoned with in draft league.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I think that wraps up like our.
Whoa. Sorry, shouldn't have said
overview
that
there.
out loud. Reading
Nice.
something else.
Oh, look at you.
Just had
So-
to read an update real quick. Fine.
Mhm. I was gonna say because we'll probably have to talk about some of the FA stuff that's happened, but
There's 4. It's gonna take an
Yeah,
hour and
we just got yeah.
Well, that's
I was gonna say,
fine though cuz we're only at about we're just over an hour right now. So
I still think it might be good to like stick with the things for now, and then kind of if we wanted to talk about FAs when we come back and kind of some of the things that have changed.
Mhm.
that's
I think
that's fair.
we've got a couple more weeks of FAs before the teams are set.
Yeah.
We
That's something we can always wait on. Yep.
I feel like we can keep rolling at this point with this very special Christmas episode of the MagneZONE with Jingle Bells in the background.
Jingle Bells
somewhere.
is not playing in the background, but I can add that in if you. So
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
copyrighted, so like I will get a strike.
I'll just play it on the recorder, send the recording to you, and you can loop it.
I mean that would work.
Only problem is, well, recorder at 1 a.m.
Yeah, I was thinking.
It's
Breaking the fourth
but
wall.
shoot, Sam's on the East Coast right now.
Yeah.
I'm the
Yeah.
only one in.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So we're all Eastern time now, except for poor Clutch.
Rip
Yeah,
Clutch, he's still in yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
only for 8 more minutes.
Yeah, dude, the future is so cool.
Yeah, dude, 14th. Great
All
day.
right. So
Yo, I have to work in 9 hours. Shit.
that's the case, honestly, dude.
That's the real pain. So, there's gonna. So we're probably. I just want to like outline this now, and I'll probably go over this again later. But I think this is a good kind of break to talk about this. So some of the stuff going in the future, we are gonna be taking another break for a while. I probably should have announced this, like the break that we just took at the end of the last MagneZONE. I forgot to do that, but I'm making sure I get it out of the way now so I don't forget later. Which is we are going to be taking another break because Christmas is right around the corner. We're recording this on the 14th. It's going to go up probably not on the 14th. It's going to probably go up on the 15th. So it's going to come out a little early for Christmas, but that's because I'm going to be super busy. Like I've already been kind of busy. I'm going to be even more busy in the next couple weeks because on top of all the usual holiday stuff, I've been dealing with college application and application stuff, signing up for classes, and I've got a bunch of other stuff I got to get sorted out, like housing and that kind of thing. So I've got a lot of stuff on my plate this next couple weeks, and I should now when I'm in college, I should still be able to make time for all the like the draft league stuff and the MagneZONE. That scheduling is largely not going to change. You're still gonna get it. Like it's still gonna be recorded every week. It's still gonna be posted every week. That's the goal anyway. We might start up some other league coverage. We're discussing it still, how we would format it, things like that. So we got a little bit more, and then we gotta like have some talks and stuff. So there might be something in the pipeline, but we're not sure yet. So that's as far as no guarantees on that. That being said, let's move on with the Christmas special.
Yep. All right. We get to our Mon of the week.
Yes, and what a Mon it is. It is the best Mon, the finest of Christmas Mons.
The Mon that never goes to sleep on Christmas night.
Indeed.
It sees you when you're sleeping.
It knows
when you're awake.
And it's always giving you presents.
Yep.
You better mash that present button.
Yeah. Mash that present button.
It's a good it's a good move.
Yep.
Except for when it's not. So.
If you don't want to use present, you could always use bestow.
Indeed. And if you hadn't guessed, the Mon is Delibird. It is the bird of delis.
It's so weird. I mean, obviously modeled after it's supposed to be like the Santa bird, right?
Pretty sure it's just Krampus.
Cramp. Well, now thanks. I can't.
Actually, I think it's based
Russell
on.
equals Frost
I think
Last,
it's actually
Delibird equals
based on
Krampus.
the Yule Lads. Thank you very much. I don't know.
On the what?
The Yule Lads. It's like a Norwegian, Swedish, like Scandinavian thing. For anyone who's from that region who watches this and goes, "No, it's from that other region," it's okay. I'm a dumb American who doesn't know anything about other people's cultures.
Oh, good.
Stereotyping.
So it's
Glad we got
perfect
that out of the
target
way.
for a grim fairy tale.
Can we talk about how this thing is just wonderful? Because it has a base stat total of 330. I'm pretty sure there are not fully evolved Pokemon that have higher than that.
Let me go check Girder.
Yeah.
Yep,
Girder would be
405.
not only higher, but like higher by 75 points.
Oh,
Yeah.
You gotta try harder, buddy.
Ice flying, so don't switch into Stealth Rocks.
Because you die.
Yeah. Your defenses are 45, 45, 45.
At least it's consistent. No, you don't understand. Balanced, consistent bulk stats are very important. That means that it's just as not bulky on the physical side as it is on the special side. And that consistency is important.
Yeah, but your usual consistency is like a Ferrothorn with like 74, 131.
Right, but this,
169.
but listen, you need to understand. This way, you know that you can't take special hits or physical hits. It's impressive.
Yeah.
But
This
you
thing-
can Destiny Bond take advantage of not being able to take it.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Well, as I say, welcome to the Pokemon that doesn't take resisted hits. It even
It
and
really
even that-
doesn't,
hold
though.
on. What does its typing actually resist? It's ice flying.
Yep, it has 2 resistances
Like grass and bug.
and 1 immunity to ground. So like, hey, it
Except
switches
for
in.
when it gets hit by 1,000 arrows.
Yep.
Or anything from Moldbreaker Excadrill.
Yeah. To be honest, like it probably doesn't even really take like tackles from Route 1 Pokemon very well. Like
Probably not.
Yo, that
Well, it gets
Fury
sucker punched
Power
at least
actually
400 different times with that defense stat. Honestly.
Yeah.
What's
You
the
get-
strongest rock type Pokemon?
I don't know. Throw Lycanroc on there.
Arceus? No, Rampardos, duh.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
you have to-
Rampardos.
Yo,
Good
throw,
call.
throw a head smash into this thing. It's gonna die.
No,
like, 10
isn't
times
Sheerforce
over.
like isn't Sheerforce Life Orb Rock Slide a higher calc?
I think so, but I'm checking it anyways.
Yo, it gets okay. This thing gets hustled, by the way. If you
Yeah,
want.
you get the
Uh,
hustle
Ice
boosted.
Smash does more. Holy shit. So, fun. We make this.
The greatest thing I've ever seen is I've seen someone legit Delibird and they actually got it to put in work in week 1.
Okay,
Wow.
so adamant banded Rampardos head smash to a Delibird does 1,560% to 1,839%.
It hits
Just
it
say-
so hard you can't use it for the rest of the season.
It
Yeah.
kills it for all 15 weeks.
It's gone. Like you just throw the Pokeball out and the health bar just immediately hits
Wait,
0.
A 0 special attack, adamant Rampardos Fire Blast. That is a base 65 special attack. Does a minimum of 105%.
Yeah. So, in case you didn't notice, this mon is not engineered to take any hit ever. It resists a total of 2 things.
But you know what? If you Destiny Bond because Delibird outspeeds Rampardos, you kill it.
Yeah.
I want to see how fast that HP bar
It's-
drops.
It also helps you
It
because
kills. It kills on average 15 to 18 of them. I wonder how fast that HP bar drops in game.
yeah.
Is it like what's the mon with 1 HP?
Shedinja.
You shouldn't.
Is it like a Shedinja HP bar where it's just like
Blip.
it's just gone? It's
Maybe.
instantly.
Yo, and
So
really
notably,
go ahead.
no investment. Adamant Rattata does 24.6 to 29% to Delibird with tackle.
All right, well there we go. I can stop thinking about that. Yo, this
It does up to
I wanna-
it does 34.1 to 40% with max attack investment.
to be honest, the only real Delibird set is Mono Bestow. With,
Mono
like,
present. Come on, get it right.
okay, present and bestow. And what I want here's what
They're
Yeah,
actually
no.
that's what it is. You put a flame orb on it and you ask it to, and you just let it bestow flame orbs on the opponent. Like it's the most bitter ass Delibird. It's just like, here, hold this thing that burns you.
You get coal for Christmas.
and then bestow it back.
Yep.
Jeez.
I just love the thought of like this cute little Krampus Delibird, like, here, hold this orb of death.
Wait, you can run Z Splash or Z Happy Hour.
Oh lord.
Then your Ice Shard could actually do damage.
Oh. There's
What is Ice Ball?
good question. Let's
Isn't
see.
it like rollout but ice type?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I didn't
didn't-
know that existed.
Yo, me neither.
Oh,
Yo,
wait, it gets natural gift too.
you got
Everything
like-
gets natural gift.
Yeah, but it's like a present.
Yo, there's oh, right. I almost forgot. It gets gunk shot.
Why?
You get that hustle boosted gunk shot. It's like a 66% accurate move or something like that. Because gunk shot already didn't miss enough at this point.
Shot.
It's so bad.
So when Cossack uses it, it's 100% chance to miss.
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
you're
it's
telling me.
It's a negative percent chance to hit, honestly.
Yeah.
What? Why did it have speed bomb?
Why
do you
doesn't it have seed bomb?
spikes?
You need something to land on.
Why do you have power up punch? This move was so weird.
It's a Gen 2 move pool,
and
and it
bestowed upon
didn't
a
get an
Pokemon.
evolution.
Yeah, bestowed upon a Pokemon that really
If
desperately
only
needs an evolution.
Delibird got Delibird should evolve into campus.
Yeah, straight up, right?
So that needs to be a Pokemon.
Yo, Game Freak, get
Game
on
Freak,
it.
Game
Give us.
Freak Gen 8. Gen
Yep.
8, give Delibird an evolution.
It really needs one.
And give it and double its base stats.
Sinnoh confirmed.
Literally double its base stats.
Yo,
Just
Well,
everything.
now that we've paid respects for Christmas,
150 base speed.
Respect the Delibird.
oh, by the way,
Respect.
it gets recycle.
Why?
So
You're
that
recycling what berry because you're living what hit?
no, don't recycle. Don't you're missing the point. Don't recycle the berry. Recycle the flame orb you bestowed on the other team.
That doesn't work. It only works on berries.
Oh damn, that's
Unfortunate.
Natural gift, then recycle the berry you use so you can natural gift again.
that's the
That's the tech.
Recycle also fizzles if the berry is knocked
Some
off.
Snorlax tech.
oh my gosh.
Or stolen by any other means.
Well,
I'm pretty sure anyway.
oh, but yeah, no. Also, the real heat here is run hail and set up Aurora Veil.
There you go. You set them both up for yourself. Like,
Yeah,
I mean-
hail and Aurora Veil
And
simultaneously.
then you go into your Alolan and Sand Slash.
Delibird, MBL All-Star?
Oh my gosh.
It does get fake out.
Should have. Clearly, we missed an opportunity. Why
dang
did we?
it. Why did we draft Crab?
Okay, why did we draft
Roster
Crabrawler?
changes.
Or sorry, Crabominable.
Oh, it's Deli's clearly better than Crabominable.
Oh yeah, no question.
Yeah,
Really probably
Crabominable
overpowered.
doesn't have nearly enough weaknesses.
Exactly. All right.
And
Is there anything more to say?
I hope not.
Me too. Don't ever draft this Pokemon, but Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year,
Yeah.
please give it an evolution.
please.
Give it a Mega Evolution. That'd be sick.
Hey, you now have the base stats of a normal
That makes
Pokemon.
Yeah. Make it as good as a normal Mon.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. You give this thing 100 plus base stats, it would still be 170 base stat total short of like Mew. Wow, that's so bad.
So have a happy holiday. Whatever winter holiday that may be. Have a happy one. Enjoy it. Because at the end of the day, it's all about having fun with family and friends and enjoying the season, the feel of the season. So from all of us here at the MagneZONE, enjoy that shit.
Yep. Drink some eggnog, honestly.
Just do it.
Sangria, my guy.
I can get
coffee.
I can get with sangria.
I mean, for me, it's gonna be scotch.
Fancy
Hey.
pants.
Simple man.
All right.
So, all right. Peace.